So now before we record anything, we have to check our audio. And I mentioned this earlier, we first want to make sure that we have the right microphone selected. So let's look at our recorder. And when I look here, I want to go to audio and I click this drop down to make sure I have the right microphone selected. If you have a USB mic, that USB microphone should show up here. Make sure that it's selected. The next thing we want to check is our level. Now, we want to make sure that level is at least 50%, but not going up into the red where it's too far to the right. So I'm looking at this, I see a little bit of orange. I see a lot of the time when I'm talking that it's right around 50%, and I'm happy with that level. Let's keep that at that level. I could go maybe just a tiny bit to the right, but trying to keep it above 50%, but not ever hitting the red, that is ideal. If we get it up to the red, that's called clipping, and that means we've lost part of our audio signal. Clipping is always a bad thing. You never, ever want to clip your audio. You never want to get it where it has maxed out your microphone and you've lost part of your audio signal. The next thing I want to do is listen to my environment. Is there a radio or pets or kids or appliances or air conditioning or something running in the background that's going to affect my audio? Do everything you can to silence your environment. So once you have your microphone all ready to go, you're listening, you don't hear anything else, then it's time to test your audio. Don't just start recording and saying, yes, I'm going to go with this. Make sure you stop. You do a small sample. You just need like 5 seconds, and that's it. Just test it to make sure that everything is working properly. So what I would do is I would click record. I would say, this is a sample test. I could have a script or some line or two that I'm reading, and I would do it in the same voice, in the same tempo, the same volume that I would when recording. I would then say stop. I would plug in my headphones. I would listen to that or just listen to the speakers. And does it sound good? Did I get everything set up right? Is there a noise in the background maybe that I didn't realize the first time? Or am I too loud? Or is the microphone too close or too far away? Do I need to adjust the microphone or adjust the levels? Please make sure before you do your recording that you test it. It only takes a minute. But if you don't do it and you end up getting some setting wrong, you could go hours of training, hours of recording, not realize it, and all of that time is wasted and has to be redone because you didn't take a minute to check your audio at the beginning. So please, I beg you, check your audio before you do your recordings. Make sure it's all set up properly, and you'll thank me for it later.